Out here, nothing like these jerks.
Okay, fine. After those stirring words from Tommy Rich, maybe we can finally get ourselves a match going in here. What a marvelous attitude for a young man. Okay, Dave, here we go.
It'll be a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match from Arkansas at 191 pounds on the right of your screen, Tony Boyles. And from Hendersonville, Tennessee, 228 pounds, Wildfire, Tommy Rich. One fall, 15-minute time limit match, referee Paul Morton.
Okay, there are the introductions in there. Tommy Rich with Jimmy Hart following around behind. Yeah. Wildfire. Tommy standing up there goading and irritating Tony Boyles in there. Tony obviously would be a major underdog in this bout, but he's the kind of scrapper, boy, I'll tell you what, it'll give you something to think about. Yes. Get it off and let's get it on, Tommy. Do whatever you think you're capable of doing. Jimmy Hart with the belt and jacket and all, and bell time, here we go. Tony Boyles out of the corner facing Tommy Wildfire Rich. Referee Paul Morton. And Boyles whoops him up on the rope. Listen to the crowd. After Rich's marvelous opening statement in there, they get a kick out of Tony, muscling him around a little bit. And back over to the ropes again, and Boyles. He's not awed by the international reputation of Wildfire. Now, Tommy's starting that stuff, and Jimmy Hart chiming in about pulling hair. The referee gets Hart to sit down in his chair. And he makes a passing comment to Tony Boyles, keep your hand out of the hair. Tony with those powerful legs. He pushed Tommy back to the ropes again. Sit down, Jimmy. Tommy Rich with that elbow. Charging Tony, goes with a foot. That's legal. He caught him with the top part of the foot. Tony fighting his way back, going after Rich. And Rich stops him cold with a right hand. Right on the button, Tony shakes the head, coming out after him. Rich looks like he's going for a suplex. He does. Takes him up and over and down hard. As Boyles comes up off the deck, and Rich picks him up. Big body slam pounds Tony down there as Rich is taking over. Yeah, I see it. Drops with the elbow down on the young fellow's head.
Boyles giving away about 30 pounds. And also lots of height for Wildfire Tommy Rich.
And a standing side headlock is paid off with, we could see it from over here. He nailed him with a jab right at the throat. Kicked him. Tony Boyles in trouble. As Tommy Rich is rubbing it in, and boy, literally there, right with the laces of the boot, the referee telling him, watch the boots, watch the boots. Tony nailed again with that elbow, and Tommy Rich now, with things going his way early in this bout, comes underneath with the uppercut. Caught him, it looked like, with a forearm, Dave. I think he slipped up and had a legal punch.
Yeah. We're 2.5 minutes in. Must seem like a week and a half to Tony Boyles.
Yeah. Boyles whipped into the corner, taken out over the shoulder, and Rich comes down off the rope quickly and nails Tony right in the head. Rushed back into the ropes, and Tony fired at him. Caught with that big arm. Bam. Down he goes, and up comes the leg of Tony Boyles in 1, 2, 3. Tony never quit. He was just overwhelmed by the more experienced, the larger, the heavier, the taller, as you said, Tommy Rich in there, Dave.
And somewhat irritated as he went in there. Boy, he was in control. 3:02 the time on it as Rich takes command and wins.
Yeah, well, I think after making the big statement he did, he got irritated when Tony kind of muscled him around in there. He was not as
Jimmy,
easy.
come here. I'd like to ask you a question.
Go right ahead, baby.
Fine, Tommy. Why don't you take him back there and ask him a
Take a
question?
look at these two guys.
Yeah.
What is this show lacking?
Personality, baby.
Personality.
I tell you what, I wish it were lacking.
Right. Class, Well, no, there's a little class, them two together. That's a little class.
Very little, baby.
But I'll tell you what.
You having fun, Tommy?
Jimmy, we're going to do all these people a favor today. Would you give me a chair over there?
Hey,
Scoot
come
over a
on,
little bit.
Tommy. Look, why don't
Scoot over a
you
little bit. I'm going to commentate. I'm going to show you how the job's supposed to be done today.
Believe me, we could do without it.
Move over, Lance. Come on, Dave, get out of the way, baby.
Tommy,
Why
don't you two guys?
The hottest box office attraction in the country today, Daddy.
Boy, we are thrilled and a half. See, Tommy, how do we rate this marvelous thing? Maybe you'll get tired. Hey, come on, what are you doing? I tell you what, we're going to take time out, and we'll be back in just a moment.
This, Lance. I like this.
Don't you feel in need of a shower or something like that?
Hey, Lance. Hey. Howdy doodie's going to sit here and be quiet today. And I'm doing the talking, Lance. You know, here comes two fine pieces of work right here. The French Angel and Sergeant Danny Davis. You know, this guy used to be a manager. Now he's a turned wrestler, and he's doing very well at it.
If you don't mind, if you let Dave make the official announcements in there, we would get this bout underway, Tommy.
Well,
as long as we've got you out here.
I guess I will, Lance. I guess we can do this.
You sure you don't want to get a shower? I think you're probably hot and tired from that tough
Hey,
match.
them women out there, them jealous mamas and girls out there, they won't look at me.
Okay. All right, Davey, let's try.
It's going to be a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. Introducing, first of all, at a total weight of 462 pounds. On the left of your screen, from Jackson, Tennessee, Danny Davis. And from Portland, Oregon, the Angel. Going against him, total weight of 414 pounds. From Las Vegas, Nevada, Ken Lucas. And
You know, with that jacket that other one's got on, that Rick Morton, you know they ought to call him Punky Morton with that silly-looking jacket he's got on.
from Nashville, Tennessee, Rick Morton. This is going to be a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match.
Well, I'm telling you
Referee Jerry
I
Calhoun.
like sitting out here. Let me have that mic, Dave. Let me have that mic.
Mid-America Tag Team Champions Ken Lucas and Rick Morton. A really outstanding example of good teamwork in there is Morton.
Good teamwork is the Angel and Davis.
Danny Davis starting out against Ken Lucas.
You know, Lance, I'd like to say something to you. You know, when I first started wrestling, I thought you and Dave Brown was two of the best announcers that I'd ever seen. You know, but I've been all over the country. I've been to New York, Atlanta, Georgia. I've seen Gordon Soley and all them other announcers, you know, and I finally come to the conclusion that y'all ain't near as good as I thought y'all was.
Oh, thank you, Tommy. I really appreciate that. In the ring right now, Ken Lucas.
Look there, see Ken Lucas, he pulled his hair right there. He pulled Danny Davis' hair.
His hair.
Look at that.
He got him into a standing side headlock, and Morton takes it over right there. Rick Morton on Danny Davis. And the big shoulder puts him down on the mat.
Look at that, look at that.
Morton kicks his way out. And
Look at that, he pulled his hair. Morton, see there? Exactly what I was talking about. Here, Davis and Angel going right by the roof, and Punky Morton pulls his hair. Pulled Danny Davis' hair. I seen it, man.
Boy, I'll tell you what, I don't know how you can wrestle with eyes like that. He no more grabbed his hair than anything. There's a tag on the Angel. Now, I did see that. And Morton ready
Look
for the
at him.
big
He got
guy.
Morton backed right off and doubled them fists up. Now, it's supposed to be clean professional wrestling. The first thing he does is double his fists up. Now, what about that?
Well, he knows the kind of reputation that the Angel has got.
Get him, Angel, get him. Yeah, work on it, Daddy. Yeah, look at that, man. Hey, Joe, you know what I heard? I heard that they're getting Lance to go to the Winter Olympics this year. You know that? Yeah, they're going to take that nose of his and use it for the ski slope this year.
Boy, loving it, Tommy, loving it. Tommy Rich, our uninvited guest commentator out
Well, it's
here.
great
with
to be
Dave
here,
and I.
too, Lance.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Look at that. Did you see that move with Angel right there?
Lucas goes around behind.
Look
on
at
the
Lucas
bar of
jumped right in the
arm.
ropes. Lucas jumped right in the ropes every time, see?
Lucas and Morton are the Mid-America heavyweight champions. 2 minutes gone. 2 minutes passed in there. Morton with the Angel down. Now, you're speaking of hair. Of course, you didn't have your eyes on the ring right then.
The
when the
Angel don't
Angel
pull
reached.
hair. The Angel don't pull hair. I've watched this guy for years.
Yeah.
He can, look at that. I mean, that's a big, rugged man. A big, rugged man right there.
He is a big, rugged one. I would not deny that with you, but he also reached up and grabbed Lucas's hair. We were sitting right here looking at it. Davis takes over, but he
now Lucas pulled his
reversed it.
Right then. So you don't talk about when Lucas pulled there. It's all right.
Over in the corner, nice tag on Rick Morton. That's the kind of teamwork that has made them champions, holders of the Mid-America Tag Championship.
They've just been lucky for the reason they're still holding them belts.
Danny Davis takes a shot to the midsection, and Rick Morton goes to a standing headlock on it. Referee Jerry Calhoun warning both of them about the use of the fist in there. Tommy, do you ever hear that when the referee warns you about it? I've seen a lot of times they tell you to quit using fists. You don't pay any attention to anybody, do you?
Lance, you sitting there telling the false. I don't ever use my fist to begin with.
Okay.
Clean wrestling, Daddy. That's what it's all about, and that's the way I do it, Lance.
Okay, Tommy. Down on the deck.
You get these jerks sitting over here to shut their mouths, too. Oh, excuse me, Dave. I almost hit you in the nose.